I'm Tree and this is Stitchless TV, and today, do you know what we're going to do today? I'm going to show you how you can get your favourite t-shirt, make a pattern from it and just have hundreds of them. So do you know what? This is my favourite t-shirt. I absolutely love it, but it's getting a little bit knackered now. Now anything, any t-shirts, dresses, anything like that will lay flat in a two-dimensional way, completely flat without any creases, you can just draw around it. I'm laying it out on this special pattern cutting paper, but you can just use broadsheet paper. Now I've got my pen and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw all the way around the edge of it, and then for any pieces that you need to cut, that if it's in two sections, the t-shirt that you're doing, you're going to need this tool. No, it's not a mini pizza cutter. It's called, what's it called? A tracing wheel. And it's like a pizza cutter, but look, it's got little spokes on it. Right, so this tracing wheel, I got mine from John Lewis, but you can probably get them from most good haberdashery suppliers. And what they're used for is obviously where this line is in the t-shirt here. How can I draw around that? I can't unless I get loads of ink all over my t-shirt. So what this is for, usually you would do it on something soft like a carpet, but you push it along and those little spokes will go through to the paper underneath, and then you can just draw a line along it. Okay, so look, I've drawn around the t-shirt all the way around. That's that line that I traced that was in the t-shirt. So then I've had to cut that. So cut that. So we've got a bottom half and we've got a top half. Now one thing I want to say to you, okay, when you trace around your t-shirt, I'm just going to use one piece for the front and the back, but when you trace around the t-shirt, you're just tracing around here where it's the back. But remember, the front dimps down a little bit more. So you do need to use this attached when you're cutting out your back piece. And then when you cut out your front piece, you're going to have to take that off. So look at my gorgeous fabric. It's really gorgeous, isn't it? And do you know where I got it from? I got it from this shop called Material World in Acton in West London. And the brilliant thing about this shop is they sell ends of lines not from designers but from high street manufacturers, so stuff's even cheaper than the Shepherd's Bush shops. So this fabric, it was in a remnant pile box, and this fabric cost me £2 a metre, and that's all I need for this top. Right, so you've got to lay the fabric double, right sides together. Almost always when you cut things, it's right sides together. Okay. Now this fabric shop, this bargain fabric shop in Acton, West London, there are loads of other shops like that all over London. If you have a look on my website in the resources bits, I've got loads of them in there. So we lay the pattern down. We're going to cut two of the bottom ones, but because the fabric's folded over, when we cut it, it'll automatically be two. And we're going to cut two of the top pieces as well, and then afterwards we've got to remember to cut this section out of one of them because that will be the front. Now don't forget to do the seam allowances. It's so easy to forget to cut extra for seam allowances. And also I just want to show you something. If you come and have a look, right, see this, see how it's too big there and it's too big there. So long as I make it too big on each side, it's all right, because all that it means is that my sleeves are just going to be a little bit shorter. It'll be fine. So these are the ones that I cut out earlier on. So I take those off. Now, do you remember what I said about that front, the top front piece? If you come and have a look, this is what I was talking about. So when we make the pattern, we just trace it all around. But of course, we're just tracing around the back neck, aren't we? So what you have to do afterwards, you take that piece off. Remember, one of them you've got to cut a bit lower, because otherwise what happens is you just get really scrambled by your t-shirt. Did I say the notches? I don't think I did. Remember to notch the centre of the centre front and back, the centre of the front and back yoke, the centre of the front and back neck. Look at that, we haven't done it. Right, so what we have to do, oh, we have done it, look. In order to do it, we would fold over the fabric or fold over the pattern, and then you just put a little snip and a little snip, because knowing where the centre is just really helps you line things up. You can always start at the centre and go to the edge when you sew. It's just always helpful to know where the centre is.